Alright, welcome back to another episode of Kirari, the previous episode. Without going too much into detail, unless Giannini herself decides to talk to her own friends about the situation, we explained to Kashwara and Kirari there were some family troubles, hence why Giannini could not appear in school for a little bit. But a little bit later than that, Midori-chan magically appears in front of our school asking if you want to see Gianni's father's new lover, and with a little bit of reluctance, we eventually agreed, went there, met that person, and holy moly, Midori has thrown shade so much to the point that the new lover actually got down and got very uncomfortable. There was even one point where Midori wanted to throw hands and just thrown away the whole passive-aggressive session, but we stopped there, we got out of the shop, tried to calm it down. The lady we tried to approach and know about her a little bit more approached us. We went to a cafe to talk about important things, and well, in the middle of that, Kirari-chan was still pissed off, even though she was happily munching her ice cream. And she was cursing her like crazy, to the point that we had to step up. And then, thanks to that, both Shiva and Midori got their own little argument, which thanks to that made Midori-chan leave, very angrily, saying that we can have her ice cream, even though she finished her ice cream. And then we eventually left ourselves as well, after talking to the lady, which she seemed to be very remorseful, but she does not regret the fact that she fell in love with the man. Other than that, I forgot. Wait, who called? Was it Chini, or did we contact her out of nowhere? Oh, we had a missed phone call from Chini. So we called her back. She wanted us to head there to hang out. They were enjoying themselves for a little bit as well, and then it escalated into them being really close together, where they well, actually Chini firstly opened out how much she loved Maejima, and then Maejima, out of nowhere, responded to her feelings very positively, to the point there were tears as well, which she did not know why that was there. Oh yeah, wait, straight after tears, he asked her if she wants to be his girlfriend as well, and that's it, Miss Sherwood, the schmecks. Now it's going to be the next day as I load back into the game. And as per usual, sorry, my recap sucked. Anyways. Night is over and we eat breakfast together. Shinny cooks breakfast with what she had in the refrigerator. I feel like we're newlyweds. She smiles as I mention that.
本当に昨日鹿之助とあんなことしたのかな？夢じゃないのかな？
She speaks as she drinks her coffee. It's not a dream. I pour my second cup of coffee. Do you want to do it all over again right now? I make suggestion?
バカ。
You wink. Her face turns red. I laugh as I see her cute reaction.
鹿之助、好
I thought she was getting ready to scream at me like always.
きだよ。
I know. She stares right inside my eyes and I feel my ears getting hot. She laughs at me because my face is turning red. Kira. I don't remember. Did I get transition like that before? I think I did. This if I did get it. Well, for gamer, it's been a long while. Anyways, I see trees with red leaves outside the window. Oh yeah. Kind of a weird thing the visual now with that, but it gave me an option to choose in the middle of the sex. I think Jenny asked us if we want to continue doing her, and we said yes. I mean, the guy didn't say you have to be specific. You can just choose whatever. So I chose what I wanted, I guess. But a weird option to give in the middle of sexy things, I guess. Honestly. Whatever the case, yep. I'm in the club room of the second literature club today. We are having the band meeting here.
いろいろあった学園生活。最後を締めくくるのはやっぱりバンドだね。
Kirari declares with joyful face.
あんまり大きい声出すなよ。一応極秘プロジェクトなんだ。
Murakami tries to keep her quiet, but I know that he gets as excited as her about her band.
なんだかスパイ活動みたいだね。
Nice fit. Tonaya has his usual poker face, but I'm excited that he's going to be on the stage with us, but that will make us more nervous than ever. He is the master of bands for us, and he is our idol. I can't perform poorly on the same stage with him.
楽しみですよ。うちのおじい様はまたびっくりしちゃいますね。今度はなんて怒られるのかしら。
Kashiwara is smiling. She used to be more afraid of her grandfather, but she seems to be more relaxed about him lately. Perhaps her performing in the group changed her a little bit. It changed her in a bad way.
とにかくそれまでには私たちも自分の進路ちゃんと決めていろいろ後悔ないようにしないとね。ねえ、大丈夫鹿之助。あなたこの間の無視は前と比べて全然。
No, it's not okay. Was thinking about that one CG of you. I cut off what Shinny tries to say. I'm fine. I appreciate your concern, but I feel embarrassed if she looks at me kindly like that in front of everybody. It's been a whole month since we started going out. Everyone knows that we are together. It's been a whole month. By the way, is everyone ready for this? Obviously, it's going to be chaotic. We might be on the newspaper depending on the reaction. I never heard of anyone taking over the graduation to do a guerrilla performance. Our final memorial live that Murakami planned is going to be at the graduation day. Right at the graduation ceremony. Of course, there's no permission from the school.
なんとしても盛り上げて素晴らしいライブにしなくっちゃダメだね。ゲリラライブって意外とね、バンドの演奏力だとか客の盛り上がりで怒られ方が変わったりするんだ。つまんない演奏でしらけさせたらさすがに大目玉だろう。だけどみんなを喜ばせたら無罪放免ってのはバカみたいな話だけどあると思うよ。
つまりロックの力がすごければ万事 OK ってことだな。わかりやすい。
Murakami gets excited? I don't think this will be that easy, but I agree with Tonaya's opinion. If we get no reaction from the audience, it may be only an interruption of graduation. However, if we can make everyone excited, they might look at it as a pleasant surprise. At least that's what I would think if I was in the audience. But my concern is whether society will forgive us. Not whether we'll succeed with the show or not. It's obvious that this is going to be a huge incident. Not just something will give us a break, because it will be the last day of our school. Based on what happened at the school festival, I think teachers at the academy know how to make the humor. Take the humor, wait. But I'm surprised because this is going to be a bigger surprise than the school festival. I have to stop thinking about the consequences though. We've already decided that we are doing this, so now I just have to practice hard for it. We are in this room to talk about our plan today. The most crucial thing is how to set up the stage without having the school notice it. Also, it's important to plan out how to actually take over the graduation. We have to secure the stage environment before worrying about the quality of our performance. So this is what I brought today. I spread out a map of the school on the table.
おお、銀行強盗するみたいだ。
Kirari claps her hands with excitement.
鹿之助ってこういうこと本当に好きなんだね。目がイケイケしてるよ。
I don't know if Chinny is impressed or insulting me. Don't joke around and listen. I think we should leave our instruments in the broadcasting room. But in order to do so, we need to talk to the members of the broadcasting club.
バンド外にも協力者はいるかな、やっぱり。
Of course we do. We're going to be on the stage. So we'll need someone to back us up behind the stage.
大変そうだな。
It is a big deal. We need a broadcasting club for sure. We need not just a place to leave our instruments, but also need them to operate the equipment. We probably need to talk to the student council too. We also need to plan out what to do with the teachers once the show starts. I don't know exactly how, but we'll probably need someone's help for that too.
そうするとかなりの数の協力者が必要になるな。
Murakami crosses his arms and thinks.
何人かに話して勧誘すればいいんですか？それならきっと集まらないことはないと思います。結構文化祭の時もああいうのしたかったなって言ってくれた人いましたから。
We might be able to get people to help us, but we have to make sure we can make it a secret. The whole thing will be ruined if they find out about it before the show. I wish we could actually talk to a few teachers and get their understanding if possible.
それは無理だね。さすがに思い当たらないよ。
Chiani tilts her head.
吉田先生はどうだろう。文化祭の後面白いことしたなって話しかけられたよ。
いやー、あの人は無理だろう。悪い人じゃないと思うけど、教師としての責任と面白さのどっちを取るって言ったら、さすがに責任を取ると思うな。
So it's impossible to get some teachers on our side, huh? This will be very difficult then. I said.
それならそれでいいじゃない。教師なんか仲間にしないで生徒だけでやろうよ。面白いかどうかって言ったらそっちの方がパンクとしては面白いよ。
That's true, but that means we have to stop the teachers too. We're going to need a lot of students for that. We need a sound team, lightning team, and security team. That's probably about a whole class worth of people. I calculate the number we need while drawing lines at the map of Gem.
なんだか大掛かりになってきたね。これゲリラライブっていうよりちょっとしたクーデターだよ。
Chiani smiles bitterly. What can we expect? We are going to hijack the graduation. Is everyone starting to feel too nervous?
まさか。
Murakami answers immediately.
俺も男として生まれた以上は一度くらいこんなことをしておかなくちゃならん。むしろやりがいを感じてきたぞ。何としても成功させよう。
Yoink.
でもこれ確実に帯学園の伝説の卒業式になっちゃうよね。
Chiani smiles bitterly.
伝説、いい響きだね。ゲームみたい。
Kirari is overly excited.
確かに。俺もついに伝説と呼ばれる男になるのか。
Yoink. Murakami also nods with a face full of emotion. I think he has already made countless sensationally stories in the tennis club, though.
ねえ、そういえば卒業式をジャックする時間帯ってどうするの？
Donaya asks as if he just thought of that question. I think we should do it after we get the diplomas. We shouldn't interrupt an important part like that.
そうか。じゃあね、僕にちょっと考えがあるんだけど。
Yoink. Donaya leans over his body towards us. His face is as serious as the time he taught us our instruments. You start making specific plans about our show? We were so into the discussion and into this dark outside before we know it. I guess we should call it a day. Our plan is starting to become more concrete. I sighed while folding the school map with a bunch of scribbles.
今からワクワクしちゃうよ。早く本番が来ないかな。
あんまり早く来られても困るな。準備もたくさんある。曲も用意しなきゃいけないし。
Tonya replies with a serious face.
とりあえず受験が終わってからですね。そしたら曲をみっちりと練習しましょう。
Kashiwara smiles softly.
せっかく受験頑張ってもこの事件で卒業取り消しになっちゃうかもね。
Jenny makes a mean comment.
もし卒業取り消しになってみんながもう一年 OB 学園に残ることになったら、それはそれでいいじゃん。そしたらね、また文化祭でライブやって、夏休みにはツアーして、卒業式ではゲリラライブするんだよ。これを繰り返したら私たち一生遊べるよ。
Genius.
さすがにそれはいいよ。
Jenny already had to repeat the class.
ま、そうならないようみんなを俺たちの力で感動させればいいさ。感動させて卒業だ。とりあえず今日は解散だけど、最後に気合い入れようぜ。
Murakami reaches his hand in front of him. Let's hope for our success. I put my hand on top of his.
私はライブの後も留年にならないように。
Jenny puts her hand on top of mine with a bitter smile.
僕は素晴らしい演奏ができるように。
Tonya reached out his hand with a serious face.
私はこの素晴らしかった褒美学園生活を優秀の美で飾れるように。
Kashiwara nods and puts her white band on Tonya's hand.
じゃあ私はね、
Kirari has a big smile on her face.
世界中すべての人々が幸せになりますように。
She puts both of her hands on Kashiwara's hand. Everyone chuckles, but that's who Kirari is.
さて、
Murakami puts his other hand on top of everyone else's.
よし、 OB 学園第二文芸部ファイトと言ったら O で返すんだ。 OK?
Okay. Okay.
了解。
We nod and it's found.
じゃあ行くぞ。
No. I mean, yes. Murakami inhales deeply and screams with his...
OB 学園第二文芸部ファイト。
Oi! I leave school after the meeting. Tonya and Kashiwara had to leave because she had other plans. But the rest of us decided to have dinner together, so we go to the usual cafe. We start out talking about the meeting we just had, and then we talk about the exams. After that, we talk about how Minori-chan found an apartment to live on her own. Oh, hey! And now we are talking about Jenny's family.
ちえちゃんも大変だよね。私が代わってあげられたらいいのにな。
Kirari speaks with sympathy, but her family has as many issues as Jenny's family, if not more.
人間というものは罪深い存在だな。どうして自分の欲望のために多くの悲しみを作り出してしまうのか。
Murakami closes his eyes and shakes his head. He always is exaggerating.
どうなんだろうね。もっとお互いが理解し合えたらこんなことしないで済んだのかもしれないね。まあどこにでもある普通のトラブルだよ。
Jenny smiles as she feels embarrassed that we are talking about her family.
理解すれば解決ね。私はそうは思わないけどな。
Kirari objects all of the sudden. You have a different opinion? Shinaz?
みんな理解って言うけど、それだけで本当に争い事を避ける力になるのかな。それだけで何もかも解決するの？だいたいみんなの言う理解って何なの？
やたら根源的な問いかけをし始めたな。
Murakami makes a difficult face.
だってさ、どんなに長く一緒にいて、どんなにお互いをよく知ってても、問題って生まれるものでしょ？例えば家族ってそういうものじゃん。大きい小さいはあるけど、どこだって嫌なことくらいあるよね。
Of course, that's true. Families are strangers in the end. It doesn't mean that all families have understanding about each other.
じゃあ本当に理解し合ってたら何も起こらないの？家族の問題って言っても、そりゃいろいろな種類があるよ。うちみたいにすごく貧乏な家もあるし、金持ちだけど家庭内暴力があるかもしれない。娘がこっそり援助交際してるかもしれないし、お母さんが宗教にハマってるかもしれない。これは理解がないからなのかな。お互いをよく知ってたら、こういうのって全部起こらないの
？Well, I don't think understanding is the only thing they need. I respond with confusion.
もし世界に完全に理解し合った2人だけがいて、その世界は本当にうまくいくの？いくら仲良くても、そこに食事が1人分しかなかったとしたらどうする？分け合ったら2人とも死んじゃう。どっちかが食べれば食べなかった方は餓死しちゃう。これってどうやったって悲しいことでしょ？理解とかとはまた違うよね。
Yeah, it's more like ultimatum.
それは別の問題だよ。原因は一つじゃない。お互いが分かり合えば起こらないことだってある。
Murakami Kaisen?
そうかな。
例えば日本は飽食だって言うじゃない。餓死する人なんかほとんどいない。もっと心の問題なんだ。
Yoink.
そういう意味じゃないんだよ。これは例え話なんだもん。食べ物の話だけじゃないの。世界には絶対的に何かが足りないんだよ。みんなが全員が幸福になるための何かが足りないの。その足りないってことが作り上げた悲しみだとか苦しみが別の辛いことの原因になってるんだよ。
Shina sure is passionate today. I whisper to Chiani beside me.
止めた方がいいかしら。
Yeah, she seems to be too excited. Hey Shina, do you want to try this strawberry banana cake if you want? But she ignores me and continues.
世の中のいろんな重要で深刻な問題ってね、こういう理解だけではどうにもならない足りない苦しみが細かく複雑に積み重なってできているんだよ。あちこちで形を変えて、ちえちゃんのうちではたまたまお父さんの浮気って形で出ちゃったんだ。
Maybe we should have offered her something more delicious and stronger, like a turtle. Or
ね
something.
キラリちゃん、私なら大丈夫だから落ち着いて。
She won't even listen to Chiani's concerned voice.
だって理解しないとダメなんて、そんなの寂しいよ。理解しなかった誰かが悪いの？ちえちゃんのおじさんは悪かったの？そんなはずないよ。
Well, the father is not exactly an angel in this situation.
なあシーノ、俺が思うにな。
I think it's time to stop. Kirari ignores Murakami Chiu.
おじさんも家族のこといっぱい考えてたし、家族もおじさんのことが好きだったんでしょ？そうじゃないなんて悲しいことあるはずないよ。だって同じ人間なのに、その中に善人と悪人がいるだとか、そんなことないよ。
Kirari looks down with a sad face.
理解があれば解決するって、その理解って何なの？例えば私は肉が好きだから、ちえちゃんの肉嫌いのことはよく理解できない。これは私はちえちゃんを理解してないってことになるの？でも ちえちゃんの肉嫌いが理解できないからって、ちえちゃんの奥深いところがよくわからないからって、喧嘩ばっかりするわけじゃないでしょ。
Let's wait until she's done. I guess it's not too bad to have a heated discussion like this every once in a while. Perhaps this will turn into one of Shino's silly moments in our memories. Shioni nods with a complicated face.
すべてを理解し合えなければ一緒に楽しくやっていけないとしたら、それってとても寂しいことだよね。でもそんなことはないじゃん。理解なんかできなくたって私たち仲良しになれるんだもん。
Yoing. She continues with a serious face.
私やり方知ってるよ。仲良くする方法知ってるよ。そういう時はカレーパーティーをやればいいんだよ。
Of course, food. What is a curry party?
足りなかったらね、余ってるものをちょっとずつ出し合えばいいんだよ。お金持ちも貧乏人も関係なく、お家から人参を持ってきたり鍋を持ってきたり、そうやってみんなで持ち寄った食材と道具で仲良くカレーを作るんだ。
She explains with a serious face.
お互いのことなんかそこまで詳しく知らなくたってさ、みんなが少しずつ出せるものを出し合って一緒に料理をして、それで出来上がったものが美味しければ結構みんな仲良くなるよ。
She speaks passionately, but suddenly slows the tone of her voice.
ちえちゃんのおじさんがいけなかったのはね、みんなで作ったカレーをひっくり返しちゃったことだと思う。とにかくね、大事なのは一緒に楽しいことをやることなんだよ。
I guess she finished what she wanted to say.
なんか一方的に喋っちゃってごめんね。
She seems uncomfortable now. I understand what you are trying to do. I tell her that I agree with her. I think your opinion really represents who you are. You're saying that curry is a delicious food and that you believe in taking actions first and foremost.
私はそう思うんだ。カレーってすごく美味しいんだよ。
Yeah. Kirari speaks out strongly again.
そういえばライブもそうなんだと思うんだ。
ライブって私たちがやってきた音楽ライブのこと？
Kirari nods to Chieni.
優等生でも劣等生でもお金持ちでも貧乏人でもライブの時は関係ないでしょ。ステージの上の人は楽器を持ち寄って演奏してさ、ステージの下の人は精一杯盛り上がって、それでなんだかいい感じの空気を作るんだよね。こういう楽しい感じこそがね、カレーパーティーと同じだと思うんだ。そうでしょ。
So the inferior student is me. If I had to guess, but let's see where you're going with it.
そうだな。
Same. Monokami nods with a generous attitude. His values are very close to Kirari's, so he understands her more than anybody. He sighs emotionally.
行動は大事だ。人間は行いこそがその本質だからな。どこかの偉い哲学者もそんなことを言っていた。俺たちは常にそれを意識して行動しないといけない。だからシーノ、
He stares at Kirari's face.
お前も食べ物ばっかりにうつつ抜かしていたらいけないぞ。楽しい行動をしたら楽しくなるように、子供っぽい行動ばかりしてたらますます子供っぽくなる。これも同じ意味だろう。
それは確かにそうかもしれないけど。
お前、卒業したら家のために働くんだろう。大人にならないと。
He is speaking with a very serious face.
甘いものや美味しいものを見るたび子犬みたいにはしゃいじゃダメだ。もっとこう大人らしくだな。落ち着きを持って振る舞わないと。
Damn. I feel like he's being harsh with her, but it doesn't seem to have that intention. Kirari also can't reject his comments because this is what she started in the first place. Wow. She groans for a while.
はーい。私、大人になるよ。
It's funny how she nods with a frown. After I take a bath at home, I call Chiani even though I just saw her. This has been like our daily routine since we started going out. We always talk on the phone around this time. Cell phones nowadays are brilliant. There's a price plan so that no matter how much we talk with each other, the price is the same. That is one of the reasons we speak every day, in order to take advantage of this plan. That's how I am. Anyway, Sheena surprised me today. I talk about what happened at the cafe today.
そうだね。あの子は優しいね。
I can tell that she is smiling. She gets so passionate when she's talking about other people. She should be taking care of herself more.
うん。時々心配になっちゃう。
She's so selfish when it gets to eating something good, though. I joke around.
まったく、本当だよ。
Jenny also laughs.
でも私、あの子のああいうとこ好きだな。私もああいう風に自分のことを忘れて、人のために必死になれる人になりたい。
Same. Really?
そうなの。あのね、これ言ったことなかったかな。私、大学を卒業したら、福祉の仕事をやりたいと思ってるんだ。
A social worker? Like helping out the old people and stuff?
うん。そういう感じの仕事。世の中の困ってる人の役に立てる仕事がしたいの。
I didn't know that you were thinking about that.
ここ2、3年かな。そういう風に考えるようになったの。誰かの役に立つ仕事をして生きていけたら幸せだなって。
So you had this on your mind for a while then? You're so mature?
しっかりしてるって、なんか変な言い方だな。
She laughs bitterly.
でもさ、大学の先には就職があるんだよ。ちゃんとそういうのも考えて行く大学決めないと意味ないじゃん。
I think that's the correct opinion. But lots of people decide the college based on the level and the brand of the school. They even chose a job based on the social status. That's why I think you are mature.
鹿之助は将来の仕事とか考えたりすることはないの？
My future job, huh? I think I never thought about something so far away, being caught up with what's there right in front of my eyes. I feel ashamed, but I need to start thinking about it. I don't have any dreams, but I wish I could get a job that interests me. I get bored easily.
あなたはね、浮世離れした仕事が向いているような気がする。
Out of ordinary?
うん。売り上げを伸ばすとか、少しでも多く稼ぐとか、そういうのとあまり関係がない世界が向いてそうだよ。
But that crosses out most of the companies out there.
そういえばそうだね。
Jenny laughs. There's no good job for me.
でも、ないことはないんじゃないかな。
What do you think I should do?
なんかこう、北海道の雪原に手作りのログハウスを建てて、誰も育てないような変な農作物を育てて暮らすとか。
Specific? What?
それか、ジャングルの奥地に冒険して、誰も知らないカラフルな昆虫を探してきたりだとか。
That's not going to give me any income.
そうかもしれないけど。
Fine. You think I won't make it in this society, right?
いや、そんなことないけど。でも確かにそう聞こえるようなこと言ってるね。
She chuckles again. Don't make fun of me. I'm very concerned about my future too. Say something that inspires me.
でもね、なんだかんだ言って、鹿之助なら自分のやること見つけられるよ。
Are you sure?
多分ね。
She laughs. We hang up the phone after joking around for a while. I sit by my table. I have to start studying now. Even if I live in the loghouse or capture bugs in the future, I am supposed to study for an exam for now. But I wonder why I get sleepy as soon as I open the textbook. This is not good. I'm trying to go to the same college Chiani is trying to out for. Chiani's grade is already in a safe zone to pass the exam, but it is going to be quite a challenge for me. If I don't study seriously and improve my grades, I will not qualify for that college. Chiani says I don't have to study too hard just to be in the same college with her. I asked her if she doesn't want to be with me 24/7, but she says it depends. According to her, part of her desperately wants me to come to the same college, but the other part of her wants me to relax and do whatever I chose to do. So I told her something. I won't be studying if there's no goal for me to be in the same school with her. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm studying so hard because I want to be with her all the time. I'm studying for my own future and growth. Chiani smiled when I said that. Anyway, daydreaming will not do me any good. I must study hard. Someone knocks at my door right when I try to stand up to get a cup of tea.
いいか
It is my dad talking to me from the other side of the door. This is rare.
相変わらず男の部屋とは思えない綺麗な部屋だな。
He sits on my bed with a smile in his pajamas.
最近ずいぶん熱心に勉強しているそうじゃないか。ここへ来てやっと受験をする気になったのか。
I have nothing else to do.
やっぱり千恵ちゃんと付き合ったのが良かったのかな。
Are you here to teach me or something? How do you know that we're together now?
優子から聞いたよ。よかったな。あんな可愛くて気の利く子を彼女にできるなんて幸せなことじゃないか。
You're here to make fun of me, huh?
からかってるんじゃないさ。いいことだと思ってるのは本当だぞ。人間は大事なものを守って頑張る時が一番一生懸命になれるし、成長もできるんだ。ちゃんと守ってあげなくちゃダメだぞ。
I know that more than anybody.
そうだな。鹿之助はそういう男だった。
I feel awkward hearing the word man from him.
なあ、それでちょっと聞きたいことがあるんだが、今忙しいか。そうだったらまた次の機会にするが。
He talks to me with a very serious face. You can talk to me now. I wasn't concentrating anyway. I closed the textbook that I never really read.
イスルギさんのところは大丈夫なのか。
You mean a Chianese family?
ああ、小さい子もいるだろう。もし力になれることがあったら手助けしようと思ってな。うちとは昨日今日の付き合いでもないわけだし、千恵ちゃんとお前も恋人同士になったわけだし、もし将来結婚でもすることになったら親戚で。
It's too soon to talk about that.
すまん。だけど気になるじゃないか。
She might ask for help if she really needs it, but they're doing okay for now.
本当に困ったら力を貸すからな。
I suck because my dad acts worried. I think you are way too nice to people.
そうかな。
Yeah, you don't need to be that worried. They'll feel bad if you're that way. The court case may take a while to resolve, but they are hanging in there as far as the everyday life goes. I don't think they have any trouble so far.
どうも子供のことを思うと他人事じゃなくてな。
That's like your habit.
癖？
You're too concerned about the kids. You didn't really have to take care of me either. A relative of my biological father's side said did you adopt me, right? Why did you raise me like your own son?
お母さんの子供をどうしても育てたかったんだ。そのおかげでお前にはかえって辛い思いをさせてしまったかもしれないが。
That's not true. I appreciate it.
ありがとう。
I'm serious.
あ、わかってる。
He is slightly smiling, but it seems like he doesn't believe my words. But what can I do? I've never complained to him before. Not just complaints, I never voiced my true feelings to him before. I've told him the same thing before, but those were just phony words. But I want him to know that it's different this time. Perhaps I'm starting to change. I think I've been changing lately. I think it has something to do with going out with Chiani and thinking deeply about her family. I'm starting to like myself more than before. It's strange, but now I feel like I see things I didn't see before. My views are changing too. I think I finally understand the struggles my mom and dad went through. When there was an open house at the school, my parents always made sure they showed up for me. It bothered me before because I felt like they were trying to be extra nice to me, but now I really appreciate it. They also always treat me special as the firstborn of the family. Yuka was not too excited about it, but at least she never realized that I am her half-brother. No one who sees my family can tell our little secret. I think that's amazing. It's been about 15 years since we became family, but he never treated me like I'm not his legitimate son. He always faces me as his proud son. Since we switched parental roles over here, I am a child that was born between some Arab guy and someone he loves. I wondered if I could do the same thing. I started talking to him about what's on my mind as I vaguely look at my portrait that Yuka drew for me in elementary school. She drew the portrait of the whole family, and I'm also there with a big smile. I appreciate you and respect you. I'm lucky to have been raised by you and Mom. As I look up at his face, I see a tear coming out from his eyes.
いや、なんでもない。
He wipes the tears with a shy face.
だけど、こっちは何もしてないぞ。お前はわがままを何一つ言わないし、妹の面倒もしっかり見るし、こんなに手のかからない子はいないだろう。申し訳ないなと思っていたよ。
You don't have to feel that way.
去年、テニスのことでちょっと疲れてただろう。あの時、初めて親らしいことができたと思ったもんだ。
Really?
そうだとも。これからは少しくらいなら迷惑かけてもいいんだぞ。これから大人になっていろんなことを全力でやらなくちゃならなくなる。そしたら家族にまで気を使ってはいられないからな。
I'll be fine.
変な心配はするな。こう見えたって会社では結構頑張ってるんだぞ。
And now he's working at an extremely elite company that I'll never be able to get a job at. Alright, I'll ask for help if I need it. Thank you.
じゃ、俺はそろそろ寝るか。勉強の邪魔をしてすまなかったな。
You didn't. I think we just had an awkward conversation as a father and son just now, though.
そんなことないぞ。じゃあな、ちえちゃんのことはお前が責任を持って守るんだぞ。
Yeah, I will. I'm the one who knows her the most.
言うようになったな。
He laughs and leaves the room. I open the textbook again as soon as the room becomes quiet. This time, I'm not getting too sleepy. Kira. Again? Also winter. Winter came and we welcomed the new year. There were events like Christmas, New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day, but I didn't get to do much because I had to study. The exam season is now here with the Valentine's Day. February? It skipped up to February. The plan for our guerrilla performance is now starting to become more concrete. Ginny and I are continuing to study without hanging out too much. I'm still trying to go to the same college as Ginny. My grades were better on the last test I had, but this is still going to be a challenge for me. My teacher recommends me to try out for an hour school just for insurance. But I am willing to study for an hour a year if I don't make it this year. Jenny says that I shouldn't be too particular about the school, but that's not an option. Just like she says, I have a very stubborn personality, and I feel like I have to pursue the goals I have set. It is finally the day of the exam. I'm on the train with Jenny and to head towards the examination place. I open the textbook to study as much as I can. Jenny is listening to music on her MP3 player. She seems to be relaxed. Her grades are high enough to safely pass this exam. Don't fail at acting so relaxed like that.
何
Yoink. She takes her headphone off. It's bright outside, but the snow is falling and the sunshine. There are many students heading towards the examination place from the station. We join them and walk towards the college where the exam is held. We get separated, and I try to find my seat by looking at my registration form. It is the seat by the window and back. This will be a perfect spot to take a nap once I pass the exam and start coming to the classes here. Jenny later tells me I shouldn't dare think about napping in the class during the exam. As I take the seat, I take out my pencils, pencil sharpener, and eraser on the table. They're all new ones that I bought yesterday. The pencils are sharp enough to stab through something. It is pretty warm inside the room. I don't want to fall asleep on an exam, so I take the caffeine pills that I brought and wait for the exam to start. I feel nervous, but not as much as the first time I got into the stage or played in a tennis match. I think I'll be fine.
どうだった
Jenny asks me as soon as we see each other by the gate. I don't know, but I don't feel too bad.
頼りない返事だな
What do you expect? This was a huge challenge for me, unlike you.
私は多分大丈夫だったと思うよ
I didn't even ask you.
聞いてよ
Shut up, let's go. We'll be caught by the snow, but you see how.
ちょっと待ってよ
She follows me with a trot. She catches up with me and we walk side by side.
でも2人とも受かって一緒に通いたいね
Her breath is white in the cold air. Don't see that now. You should have said it earlier to motivate me.
プレッシャーかけたくなかったんだもん
You don't have to try and be nice to me like that. Anyway, we're going to be in college, huh? I stop and look back at the campus. She sits right beside me and looks up to it. I wonder if I'm going to be coming here. I sigh.
きっと大丈夫だよこうして学校見たらなんだか大学生になった私と鹿之助の姿が思い浮かんで通えるような気がしてきたよ
Jenny seems excited. I can't see that picture at all.
ねえ大学に入ったらバンドまたやる
I don't know if I can do it in college, but I might do it with Murakami.
そっかそしたら聞きに行くね
How about you, Jenny?
私はもういいやキラリもカッシーもいないなら私もバンドは卒業
So playing the drum on the graduation day is going to be your last time?
そうなるねいつも最後って言いながら続いちゃったけどこれが本当に最後の最後
But you might start to perform again someday. I tease her?
それはないと思うな
She doesn't sound too confident. Anyway, Jenny. I sneeze as I try to speak to her. Do you want to get something warm to drink over there?
あそこ
Yeah.
でもあそこって
Come on. I pull her hand forcefully and walk with her. Oh. I'll assume this is a lava bottle. I got a runny nose as soon as I sip with the instant coffee. I wonder why my nose gets runny when I drink something hot on cold days. I wipe my nose.
なんで普通にコーヒー飲んで落ち着いてるのよ。
Yoink. Jenny looks around the room with an uncomfortable face. Is this your first time coming to a place like this?
当たり前でしょ。鹿之助としかそういうことしてないんだから。
Jenny seems embarrassed. We are inside of the big building few blocks behind the campus. The room is smaller than the picture we saw in the lobby. It doesn't have that kind of atmosphere in the room, but the two tin packages by the bed are not something you'd see normally in an ordinary hotel.
風邪っぽいのに大丈夫なの？
Now that the exam is over, I'm fine. I saw another couple going inside. They were in uniforms. I wonder if they took the exam at the same college with us.
そんなの観察してる余裕なんかなかったよ。
She remained standing without taking her coat off. The complimentary coffee is not very tasty. I stopped drinking it after a sip and sat up to touch her shoulders. I've been waiting for this moment. If you don't want it, I won't force it.
嫌じゃないけどさ。嫌だったら入り口のところでそう言ってるもの。
So can we? She nods with a shy face as I ask. I'm glad to hear that. I sneeze as I try to laugh. Just for your information, I don't have a cold. I defend myself in a hurry.
バカ。
Yoink. She smiles bitterly. Alright, I guess oh, wait. Can I ask you something, Shinny?
質問？
Yeah, it's something serious.
どうしてこんな時に？
Now wonder why she's confused. I was about to actually skip, but let's see. Oh, okay. So what is the question? What happened between your mom and dad?
揉めてたこと？
Between my mom and dad? She turns her head towards me and asks. Yeah, I'm talking about the compensation your mom was trying to get from him.
答えるからちょっと触るの我慢してくれるかな。
Let me tell you what happened, but can you stop doing things for a second? Yeah, okay. As I stop, she turns away from me and sighs. What a weird, serious... What a weird situation to ask serious questions, goddammit. As I stop, she turns away from me and sighs.
お父さんができる限りの譲歩することで決着がつきそう。
My dad is trying to concede as much as he can. I see. Is that a good thing?
わかんない。でも下手に出られたらお母さんももうこれ以上は言うことないし、少し落ち着くのかな。ここにたどり着くまでの時間を考えると得したのか損したのかよくわからないけど。
I don't know. I guess my mom won't complain to him anymore as long as he compromises himself. But considering the time it took to get here, I don't know if this is a good thing or not. I understand how she's feeling. It's taking over a year for them to get to this point. Meanwhile, her mom had hatred and resentment towards her dad, and that affected her family a lot in negative terms. Failure has been a long time for her two little sisters. Their experience may influence their life in the future. I also think it's a negative thing for her mom that she was never able to forgive him. Even though her dad decided to compromise, there's no way she can be completely satisfied about it. You're talking about my mom, right? Yeah?
どうだろうな。面と向かってそういう話題を話したことはないけど。
I don't know. I've never asked her directly about it. Then she speaks out her assumption. She thinks her mom didn't really want money from him. She'll be all alone without something to be angry about once this long war is over. She thinks her mom wanted to be in this battle because she's afraid of being alone. But she can't help it. I'm sure your mom is going through a lot of emotions.
責めるつもりはないけど、ただ悲しいなと思って。
Yeah, I'm not trying to blame her, but I think she's so sad. I can't see her face from here, but I can tell that Jenny is starting to feel depressed. But it sounds like you guys are moving forward now.
そうかな。
Really? Yeah, no matter how it's going, I think you guys are still moving forward. She needs to accept the fact that your father wants to break up with her.
それはそうなんだけどね。
I know that. She speaks with a sad voice. Are you worried about something?
具体的な何かはないんだよ。生活が困るとか、そういうことは今すぐにはなさそうだし。うちのちびっ子も前みたいに元気に遊ぶようになったし。お母さんだってなんだかんだ言って少し経てば元気になってくれると思うんだ。何も不安はないはずなんだよね。でもな。
I don't have any specific worries. It looks like we'll be fine financially too. My sisters are also back to normal, and I think my mom will start feeling better eventually. I don't have any worries, but she searches for words.
どうもみんなが笑って団らんしてるような時でもなんとなく家の中が前よりも暗いような感じがして嫌なのよね。私こそまだ吹っ切れてないのかな。
Even when everyone is smiling at home, I feel like the whole atmosphere is darker than before. Maybe I'm the one who is still struggling. She forces herself to smile. I remember Mitsuri-chan was also saying the same thing. Maybe you just have an old light bulb at your house. I tell her.
そうかもね。
She laughs, but I didn't see it to joke around. You can replace the old light bulb with a new one, although it may not be that easy. She realizes I was using a metaphor and she tilts her head. You don't have to worry, it will be fine. You'll feel refreshed if you take a rest for a while.
そうかもしれないね。でも食卓とかに家族で腰掛けても椅子が一つ余るでしょ。そういうのを見るとこのまま父親がなく妹たちは育っていって大丈夫なのかなとか、何かあった時私たちだけで耐えきれるのかなとか、もう自分たちは普通の家族じゃなくなったんだなって思ったりするよ。本当の形が損なわれたっていうか。
That's true, but you know how there's an extra chair at our dining table now? Every time I see that, it reminds me of that my dad is not here. And we're not an ordinary family anymore. I'm worried if my sisters are going to be okay, and if we will be able to take care of everything on our own. I feel like we lost something very precious. Oh, we're done.
なんかもったいないね。
Okay, I see what you mean about wasting. Shinny speaks behind me as I throw away the used condom into the trash can. What are they talking about?
それを捨てちゃうの。
I don't understand. I think she wants to drink from it.
だってそれ鹿之助の分身の命がたくさん入ってるんでしょ。
You're strange for saying that.
ちょっと思っただけだよ。
Then you should swallow it next time. I'll do it inside of your mouth. I'll try to joke around.
そうしてみたいな。
But she responds with a nod. As we check out from the huddle, the snow on the ground reflects a shiny light in our eyes. We get back to the main street and head towards the station. I hope my exam turns out well. 2 weeks later, we are walking down the same street together again. Only this time, we have a lot better expressions on our face. We found out that both of us passed the examination. Kira. Rain! I'll end the episode here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in another one real soon.